Good morning, dear students. Welcome back to the next video, which contains the topic Earth Never Dies, which is the first poem prescribed for second semester BSc, Bengaluru North University. I am Dr. Mangala kumari BS, Assistant Professor in English. Welcome back once again. Students, in this video, we are going to uh, see line by line analysis of the poem. And the poem starts in this way. These words are given in parenthesis at the outset of the poem to a solemn, almost elegiac tune. The bracket closes there. The tune is solemn and elegiac, which is sad. Let us start the line by line analysis of the poem. Lynched the lakes, slaughtered the seas, mauled the mountains, but our earth will not die. Here, poet says the lakes are lynched. Lakes are destroyed on this earth by the human beings. The seas are slaughtered. The seas are butchered. And the mountains are mauled, severed. The mountains are severed by us. Look at the human images of the mountain, the sea, the lakes, and the seas. Okay, so they are butchered, slaughtered, lynched like the human beings. Here, the poet is comparing the nature, mountain, sea, lake, to a human personality, to a person. But this earth will never die. It survives in spite of destroying it. Okay, it has the potential of survival. It can revive itself on humans' destruction. However, the humans destroy this earth will survive. That kind of emphasizing note is there. Observe it, students. Now let us go to the next lines. Here, there, everywhere, a lake is killed by the arsenic urine from the bladder of profit factories. A poisoned stream staggers down the hills. Everywhere on this earth, one or the other lake is polluted and infected by the chemicals like arsenic, which is compared to the urine from bladder of the factories. See here, factory is portrayed like a human which has urinary bladder from which the arsenic chemical is coming out and it is released to the lakes. These are made by the humans for their profit, destroying the nature. So this is the destruction of nature by the human beings. Such infected streams and lakes stagger, run unsteadily like human beings, crossing the different geographical areas like plain land, mountains, hills, falling down the mountains, falling down the hills, forming waterfalls, and finally reach the seas. Let us go to the next lines. Coughing chaos in the sickly sea, the wailing whale, belly up like a frying fish, crest the chilling swan song of parting waters, but our earth will not die. Here, the poet is going to say the streams and lakes which are infected cough chaos like human beings. Okay, chaos, coughing, these concepts are associated to human beings. So he is comparing each and every element to a human body. So their roaring of the river flow is compared to cough here. They reach the sea which are already sick and infected. In the seas, whales are wailing like humans. They are dying. Their bellies are up like the fish when they are on the frying pan. On the top of the waves, crests means on the top of the waves, they are singing the chilling swan song cold last song, final song before their death. But this earth will not die, it survives. Once again, the line is getting repeated many times throughout the poem. Our earth will not die. Emphasizingly, he repeats, this earth will not die, it survives. The line is getting repeated to emphasize the immortality of the earth. Students, let us go to the next lines. Who lynched the lakes? Who? Who slaughtered the seas? Who? Whoever mauled the mountains? Whoever? Our earth will not die. Here we can observe the oral culture of Yoruba tradition, which is so obvious in repetitions such as who slaughtered the sea, whoever mauled the mountains, whoever. So this also shows the poetic quality of African life. Here all the lines are repeated in order to emphasize the fact that this earth will survive all the destructive acts of human beings. Nature is immortal. He is going to emphasize nature is immortal, permanent, and humans are ephemeral and mortals. So this is overstressed throughout the poem. Students, let us go to the next lines. Next lines run in this way. And the rain falls acid on balding forests, their branches amputated by the septic daggers of tainted clouds. In these lines, the poet is saying, from the infected sea water, clouds are formed in the sky. Such tainted clouds, such infected clouds are dropping acid rain down on the bald forests. Acid is another chemical element which infects our earth. Such infected clouds are compared to poisoned daggers which kill. So, daggers killing, again human image. So close association of human image to the nature is seen throughout the poem. Observe this. Acid is another chemical element which infects. Okay, dagger, poisoned dagger kill through the rain-filled clouds. Such poisoned dagger like raindrops um, they do not nurture the forests. Instead of nurturing the forests and the plants on earth, they kill them, they destroy them, they make them bald. Instead, they make the plants, trees bald and amputated. Another human imagery you can see here. And let us go to the next few lines. The next few lines run in this way. Weeping willows drip mercury tears in the eye of sobbing terrains. A nuclear sun rises like a funeral ball, reducing man and meadow to dust and dirt. But our earth will not die. Look at the image here. Willow trees, imagery of willow trees. Willow trees are weeping the mercury teardrops. Again, another chemical element. Mercury is added here by the poet. Another human imagery you can observe. Such mercury teardrops are falling from the willow tree into the eye of sobbing terrain. Terrain is a piece of land which is sobbing. Again, sobbing is attributed human quality which is attributed to the land and plain lands here. The land is personified. Okay, it has an eye which is sobbing. The land, plain land, terrain land has an eye which is sobbing. The sun is nuclear, which is destructive as a nuclear bomb. This looks like a funeral ball to the poet. This ball is setting a funeral of our lives on earth down. It reduces man and meadow. Man and meadow. Ma sounds are getting repeated, which tells you, which gives you an example of alliteration, a rhetorical device used by the writer here. And man and meadow are turned to dust and dirt. That is the end of the human being. That is the end of the life on this earth. Despite our earth will survive. Once again, the same line is repeated after each stanza. Let us go to the next lines. Fishes have died in the waters. Fishes, birds have died in the trees. Birds, rabbits have died in their burrows. Rabbits. Okay. So fishes have died in the waters. Fishes. Birds have died in the trees. Birds. Rabbits have died in their burrows. Rabbits. Music within the parenthesis, music turns festive, louder. Okay. Uh, 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 all of a sudden, the tune changes from elegiac to festive and louder. Okay, so this is the second. This is where the second part of the poem begins. Fishes are dead in the lakes and the river streams. The birds are dead in the trees. Rabbits are dead in the holes, burrows. All animals, birds are dead on earth in their places, symbolizing complete end of human atrocity on nature. Again, the repetitions like fishes, birds, rabbits are the display of oral tradition of Africa. Folk songs, folk music are hidden in these repetitions, repeated words. Here, the elegiac part of the poem ends, festive and louder tune begin. Our earth will see again, eyes washed by the new rain. These are the next lines which I am going to. Our earth will see again, eyes washed by a new rain. The westering sun will again resplendent like a new coin. The wind unwound will play its tune. Trees twittering, grasses dancing, hillsides will rock with blooming forests. Here, dear students, observe our earth. Look at the poet's affinity towards the earth. Our earth, he utters. Our earth, see its eyes washed by a new rain. So, earth has eyes and which are washed by a new rain. Everything is new. Life on earth is also new. Everything is new here on earth after this new rain falls. New rain washes off the old pain. A sun regains his resplendence. He looks like a new coin, fresh and shiny. The wind is rewinding its tune, the musical tune here, along with trees twittering, birds, along with the trees twittering with the birds' songs. So trees are twittering here, not the birds are twittering in reality, but yeah, the poet can make the trees twitter. This is an example of transferred epithet, another rhetorical device used by the poet. Grasses are swaying merrily, dancing merrily. Hills are rocking happily with bloomed flowers. Okay, so let's go to the next few lines. The plains batting. These are the ending lines of the poem. Observe the plains batting their eyes of grass and grace, grass and grace. The sea will drink its heart's content when jubilant thunder flings open the sky gate and a new rain tumbles down in drums of joy. Our earth will see again this earth, our earth. The plain lands here, the poet is saying, are happy, new, with grass, grace. Look at the internal rhyme scheme here, grass, grace. The lands are looking graceful. Okay, the sea drinks new rainwater. Again, sea drinking the new rainwater, drinking one more human quality attributed on the sea. The new rain is caused by the joyful thunder which seems to open up the sky gate. Such new rain tumbles down on this earth. Everywhere music, joy, new life regained. Drums of joy symbolize the joyful tribal music. Drum beating is closely associated to tribal music, tribal culture, which is prevailing in Africa. This earth is our earth, it will never die. So the poet ends the poem with this emphatic notes, and look at the affinity of the poet towards the earth. Our earth will survive. Okay, so this earth, our earth. Dear students, I am going to end the video here. Thank you for listening.